Okay, imagine wanting a baby so badly, but not being able to conceive. It happens to thousands of couples.
In fact, 1 in 8 couples have had trouble getting pregnant. WMER2 News' Ashley James sat down with a couple that experienced that pain and the organization they turned to when they needed the help the most.
At just 17 years old, Danielle Kapaska knew getting pregnant could be challenging.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis. My doctor kind of told me after the surgery that it was like one of the worst cases that she had ever seen.
Danielle and Sean got married when they were 20 years old and started trying to conceive right away.
It wasn't that, I was perfect in fertility either. I have my own issues that I actually found out through this process.
After a year of trying with no success, they turned to Shady Grove Fertility for help. With money they saved and a generous gift from Danielle's grandmother, the two got pregnant in March of 2010 using in vitro fertilization with ICSI or intracytoplasmic sperm injection. But that excitement would quickly subside.
I went in for my first sonogram, and when the doctor was in there, she was taking a little bit longer than normal, and that's when she told me that the baby didn't have a heartbeat.
Hearing that news, that was terrible.
Devastation isn't even a word to put onto it. There's no vocabulary to show that type of disappointment.
Danielle and Sean mourned the loss of their baby before eventually wanting to try again. But this time finances would be an obstacle.
It depleted our finances completely.
That's when the couple turned to the Tanina Q. Cade Foundation, an organization providing support and financial assistance of up to $10,000 to infertile families.
I just remember filling out the application and never being so sure of something in my life that I knew we were going to get the grant.
Danielle was right.
Danielle and Sean are an incredible couple. They have huge hearts. And from the moment everyone reviewed their applications, we knew that they would be a great fit because they demonstrated that they were willing to give back.
Dr. Camille Hammond is CEO of the Cade Foundation and says the desire to give back is a big part of how grant winners are selected.
We really are looking for people who are willing to be ambassadors of cheer, ambassadors of hope, ambassadors of encouragement.
And their story is giving encouragement and hope to other couples 2 times over.
She was embryo number 1, so embryo number 2 came along 4 years later, and this is embryo number 2. So they are technically twins because they were conceived at the same time, but they're 4.5 years apart.
The Kapaskas are just one of the many families the Cade Foundation has helped. There are currently 76 Cade babies and 3 ongoing pregnancies.